Yo, what up, family? So, I'm reaching out to you from Pensacola Beach, Florida. As you can see, I'm not at home. I'm in my hotel room. But I wanted to make sure that I put a video out. I received a couple of questions about the two-tone GS, so I wanted to get you guys up to speed. I put a short out a couple weeks ago highlighting the exhaust, but I never put out a video about the exhaust. So I wanted to include that here. Also, basically let you know where we're at with the two-tone GS and basically what's taking so long. So initially when I sent it to get the paint work done, there was finishing work that needed to be done. Cut and buff, couple of areas needed to be adjusted. Paint didn't really match in all of the areas. So hopefully you could tell by the way I do the channel, I'm not about negativity, so I never put out anything that's negative. If I have a bad interaction with a company or someone, I just leave them out of my video. I don't highlight the negative. Doesn't mean that negatives don't happen, and doesn't mean that in the build process that I'm not going to come across negative things. I just choose not to highlight that. I don't want my channel to be about that. But in this situation, I'm going to highlight a couple of the negatives just to bring awareness to things that could happen, and I'm going to walk you through how I chose to handle it. So I'm going to insert a picture of some of the flaws that I saw in the paint. Now, I opted not to highlight the negatives before. I didn't highlight it in videos just because I didn't feel the need to, again, bring negativity. There were so many positive things that I could talk about. And my interaction with the paint shop was not a negative interaction at all. I went into the booth with the painter when the car was at the paint shop getting the work done initially, and I didn't see any flaws. So stands to reason the painter didn't see any flaws when he was painting. So again, I didn't make a big deal about it. But when I brought the car home, had it in the sunlight for a period of time, I started to notice a little bit of differences. And this paint has metallic in it. So painting metallic is difficult at times, you know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with old paint and new paint. If you're not getting the entire vehicle painted, there are certain panels that you're going to need to blend in order for them to match, right? So again, I was kind of understanding when I found flaws, but brought it to the attention of the painter. He opted to take care of it free of charge, you know, no issues, didn't give me a hard time. So that's where the two-tone GS is right now. It's at the paint shop being repainted in certain areas, because when he started cutting and buffing, he found certain things that he couldn't get out with cut and buff and just opted to repaint panels. Nothing wrong with that. It's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. The car has been at the painter now for going on 2 months. But
is it where it needs to be?
Yes, do you want to scoot it up more?
Okay, let me know when to stop.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. Dad, what are we doing?
We're about to go get the exhaust tips welded on. Want to go?
Sure.
All right.
yo, what up, family? So I'm gonna give you a quick little update. As you can see, we have the retrofit headlights in, polished up, ready to go. Just waiting on the ballast to come in and a couple other things to finish wiring it up. We have the LS460 big brake upgrade changed from the LS400. And now I decided to do something different with this caliper. I polished the face, and I'm gonna put some decals there that are color matched. I think it'll give it a good contrast. As you can see, started buttoning up the interior. The radio, the audio visual is hooked up. The radio is connected to the headrest. The lights, the I don't know what you want to call them, not mood lighting, but accent lighting. There you go. Accent lighting is set up. I got my
Toyota steering wheel. Trying to go for a JDM Aristo look, right? So we did that. We did the Aristo door sills. We have the Aristo chrome door handles and trunk garnish. And now we're off to get the exhaust done. And this is the ride height I'm looking for. That would be ideal if the car was sitting like this.
Here are a couple of shots of the car at the painter.
So the quarters were redone. getting cut and buffed now. The trunk was redone. Hood was redone.
I didn't see anything wrong with the trunk, but he wanted it to. He's a supporter of the channel, and he wanted it to be perfect. So he's taking care of that. I did some damage on the rear bumper just in working on the car, and he opted to take care of those things for me as well. So again, that's where we are with the two-tone GS. After it comes from the paint shop, I will be taking it to get the alignment done. And after that, when I get the car back from the alignment shop, then I will complete the car, put everything back together, and complete the trunk. I'll give you a video from front to back of the car, rolling shots, the whole nine, okay? Phase 2 of the car, and I'm very excited to talk about this part. Phase 2 of the car is going to be focusing on the engine bay. In this series, I'm not going to really do much, or you're not going to see me touch too much on the engine bay. But in phase 2 of this build, we are going to go into the engine bay. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much, but I have a really, really cool idea that I'd like to try with the two-tone GS. If you got any questions, by all means hit me up in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. We're over 1,000 subscribers now. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to do. I promised myself that I would do once we get to 1,000 subscribers. Merch is coming. I'm working on a logo for the channel, or for the channel. I'm working on merch for the channel, so that'll be available here shortly. And I'm just gonna keep going. Just gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna be introducing the GTR. I mean, you see it in the intro every time, and you see it in shorts, but we haven't done a legit video where I'm out in the GTR. So that's coming. For those of you who are with me simply for the GS platform, or the JZS 160 platform, I have a lot more in store for this platform. I will be introducing other platforms to the channel, i.e. the Supra, as I mentioned, the GTR, and at the end of this month, we're in August, the end of August, beginning of September, I have a really cool thing to show for those of us that are here for the GS and the Aristo platform. All right, so again, thanks for the support, thanks for the love, thanks for communicating with me in comments, thanks for forwarding the videos. Would not be here without you and your love and your support. I enjoy going back and forth with you in the comments, and if by all means, a couple of people have reached out to me before. I've made contact with a couple of people over the phone. If you have any questions, if there's anything that you need from me, maybe you want me to expound on something a little bit, reach out to me in the comments. I'll provide you with my number, and we can chop it up. All right. So, real thing. I'm a real person. I don't have corporation behind me. I don't have sponsors. Everything that you see on the channel is me and my friends, right? Mainly me with the pocketbook. I might have friends jump in here and there and help me here and there with a few things, but I'm just a guy enjoying this car culture and trying to do my best to pour back into the culture, right? So get with me. Thanks again. Later.